We, the people, tell the government what it is allowed to do. We, the people, are free.
Happy Earth Day, everyone. It's 422. Earth Day should be 420, in my opinion.
Really? Like just because you smoke grass? It's
right. I mean, if it's going to be Earth
grass,
Day,
like Meet the Fockers, you are trad dad.
Right.
I certainly pass on grass. No one wants to see me on grass, not even myself. But I'll still celebrate the globes.
No, but today's not Grass Day. It's
the
Earth
Golden
Day.
Globes.
And,
that's right.
And you know,
actually, you're a little Golden Globe right now with your Miss Hawaiian Tropic tan going on.
Well, it's my lighting, maybe.
So they say.
And so, do you know how leftists chose to celebrate Earth Day today? Here, I have a quick video.
I can't wait till you tell us.
Yeah, here, check it out. So yeah, leftists chose to celebrate Earth Day by spray painting a Tesla dealership. Of course, elsewhere in Earth Day world, AOC and Bernie Sanders are flying private jets. I mean, that's the way we're going to celebrate Earth Day now, folks, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I call an oxymoron, Dave. I mean, I'm no thesaurus, but
I saw a lot of oxymorons out there spray painting the windows.
That's exactly right.
I mean, the math never has to math. The idiocy is on full display, and we're going to celebrate Mother Earth that we, parade about all day. AOC called climate change our World War III, in case you guys missed that. And we're going to just burn it down and trash climate-friendly cars. Makes sense to me.
The whole climate debacle is like listening to them talk about how safe the vaccine was in 2020. It's just such bullshit. It's so obviously bullshit. They act like it's complete bullshit, but only talk about it when it best fits them. The climate assholes, it's a green car dealership. What the fuck do you want? What are you doing, man?
Right.
And then where the hell are the cops? They spray painted the entire
they got arrested.
Friggin' dealership, and there's not a cop in sight.
No, they got arrested. It was great.
Finally.
They got arrested. It was fantastic. And as he was getting arrested, like one of the dudes was like, well, this is what we have to do in order to fight. These people really,
They
My
have the shirts.
question
I think
is,
they're paid.
No,
do you guys think that AOC or Bernie kind of like high-fived with Leo DiCaprio in the airwaves in their private jets and was like, hey, climate change?
Suckers. That's what they are. Climate change,
Good
suckers.
time.
You guys better clean up your environment and better not add some fossil fuels to the air, suckers. That's what they're doing while they're using 3-ply toilet paper, while they want the rest of us to use 2-ply toilet paper. That's hypocrisy of the left. We're going to talk about that tonight.
I'm going to go advocate for... Yeah, I'm going to go advocate. No, honestly... It's fine. The retard's on full display. We could say it. The R word. Which, by the way, it's like Joe Rogan got flack for saying the R word. I think the R word's been back and never went anywhere.
Oh, come on.
So come for us.
R
word
word back is so back.
All right, we're not getting on an R word tangent.
For retro. No, we're not.
I'm trying to start the show.
Listen, none of it makes sense. I'm going to go advocate for women like these people advocating for climate change by like arm wrestling with a guy and pretending like I can win. I mean, honestly... Knock it off, everyone.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about crazy liberals tonight. We're going to talk about a little bit of liberal hypocrisy. We're going to talk about crazy liberals at Harvard. We're going to talk about crazy liberals confronting Nancy Mace. All of that and so much more coming up tonight on Politically Uncensored. And by the way, we have a very, very, very special guest. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, behave.
Free your mouth and your mind will follow. Speak your truth. Don't wait for tomorrow. Words like rivers can carve through stone.
This place is insane.
Yeah, they did. She did it under oath.
Silence
too much noise and it becomes
too
negative.
heavy to bear alone.
Deemed the Celebrity Whisperer by Playboy.
Thanks for having me.
100%.
Write your fears on the back of the wind. Tear down the walls you were raised within. Chains of whispers rust and break. The cost of freedom is the noise you make.
Free speech in America. It's back.
So jumping right into the foist.
Oh, hello.
The voice clip, Dave.
Jumping into the foist.
That puppet tan's got him tongue-tied. Oh,
I
he's got him
know.
bewitched.
I don't know what's up with the puppet tan, but I want to say what's up to our pilled audience over there.
Hey,
12 Hours Rose over
Pilled.
there, Matt 1776 over there.
Puppet's
I said yo
looking
yo
like my
yo
little,
over
Puppet's
there.
looking like my little red pill tonight.
Wait, what do you mean? Jim Bob said that YouTube just canceled Politically Uncensored again.
What do you
What
mean?
does that
He
mean?
said
Did they cut us
again.
off?
Yeah, Jim Bob.
Were we cut off on
What are
Politically
the,
Uncensored,
what are the
Jim Bob?
deets?
Tell me what you're talking
If
about.
we are cut off on Politically Uncensored YouTube, you can also stream this at the Talk to Me Taylor YouTube, which they have not come for me yet. I try you YouTube.
Or
Do
you
I
could be
look
on X if you're on
scared?
X as well. I mean, Jim Bob's
That's
watching
true.
on X. How does he know about YouTube?
Jim
But-
Bob, are you everything everywhere? Are you the ever present?
I think he's messing with us.
No, I mean, I just
April
checked.
Fools was like 3 weeks ago, Jim Bob.
No, he's just messing with us. Anyway, I want to talk about Harvard because
Harvard Yard.
Harvard Yard. How do you like them apples?
I'll be
Right,
your
yeah.
Elwoods.
Yeah, so I want to talk about Harvard, and here's Caroline Levitt today on Harvard. Check it out.
Oh, Jim Bob's.
Well, the president has made it quite clear that it's Harvard who has put themselves in the position to lose their own funding by not obeying federal law. And we expect all colleges and universities who are receiving taxpayer funds to abide by federal law. It's quite simple. And the president made it clear he's not going to tolerate violations of federal law. He's not going to tolerate illegal harassment and violence towards Jewish American students or students of any faith on our campuses across the country. And so we will be responding to the lawsuit in court. And again, it's quite simple. If you want
And
She's so
that's
great.
on period. She pulled a straight up Elle Woods. She
She's
said,
so great.
anti-Semitism, I object.
Yeah.
She straight told. Do you want to tee this up, Trad Dad, or
Well, yeah. So basically,
Good
Harvard's
meeting.
suing Trump because in order to get funding, Trump is saying that they have to audit the professors for plagiarism. They have to report international students charged with misconduct. They have to be ensure viewpoint diverse academic curriculum, so they can't just be woke. And they're saying that they have to stop the anti-Semitism that they've been allowing on their campus. And Harvard is saying no, we want to be anti-Semitic apparently. And so
they're saying
that,
we want to harass the Jewish kids? It's free speech,
yeah,
guys.
exactly.
On their
that's
way
what-
to class.
So it doesn't look like Harvard's getting any money anytime soon, right, Taylor?
No, they're not. They're saying, this is a violation of our free speech, And you're exactly right. The Trump administration's going, hey, quit nonsense with the activists. Did activist judges are saying nonsense with the activist teaching and like the anti-Semitic shit running wild. And they're pushing back. Now, Columbia was like, you got it. We want the money. The dollar signs are speaking. We'll put an end to the nonsense. But Harvard is double, triple, and quadrupling down. Again, this isn't hard. My thought is
It's not hard.
It's not hard. My thought is
Oh, maybe
do whatever
it is, baby.
True. Do whatever you want. Why is it on our dime? Like entitlement culture at its finest. And I know producer Rob has some choice words and thoughts on this sitch. I don't know where he is. He's like, where's Waldo? He's at the bar. He's here, there, everywhere.
It's not Where's Waldo. He's
backstage.
at the bar.
He-
Like he'd be the easiest Where's Waldo book in history. It'd be like, hey, where's Waldo? Mom, this is the same as the last word, Waldo. Where's Waldo's in the bar?
in the back with a cigarette, like
Yeah,
guys,
exactly.
with his like Blair Witch vantage point, but yeah, his POV. But I know he wants to hop on here, and he's a Stanford grad, so I know he has
All right,
words on the elitism.
Let's hear from producer Rob. Hey, producer
Well,
Rob.
as
What's
up, guys?
expected,
Well,
in his
well,
natural habitat.
Yep. Colonel Mustard in the library with the cocktail.
That's
What's
right.
up, producer Rob?
What's
Well-
up, producer Rob?
Let me take the glasses
Matt.
off so I don't look like the producer.
Got
I
it.
don't look like the
Oh,
Colonel, I mean.
Man,
So-
when you took those glasses off, immediately you look like your
Whoa!
superhero self. I didn't even recognize you with the glasses
what?
on, and
Well,
now
you
I
know what?
Just like
recognize
Clark
you.
Kent.
Yeah.
Whatever. You know, you guys, let me tell you something though. I did go to Stanford. I went to Stanford Law School, and I'm not
So
saying
fancy.
that to brag. I'm
He is.
saying
Yeah,
that
you
because I went to an elite university.
Not to brag.
And I know what they're like. And I've been watching this whole thing with Harvard, and I want to say it's fascinating to me. This is a bubble of the problem the liberals have. They actually think they're right. David, you said on Spaces the other day, they come up with these things. No, they actually think they're right. They actually think that this isn't fair, that they are being told they can't do what they want, and they deserve to do what they want, and they will not stand
And
for
get
the
paid.
fascist totalitarian
Exactly.
in the White House killing them. And they act, and they're like, and this is a constitutional rights issue that affects all Americans. And I'm like, okay, how about the 99.9% of Americans that don't give an F about Harvard are never going to go there? Their kids won't go there. And they're like, I'm sorry, you can do whatever you want. I just don't have to have my tax dollars pay for it. And they don't get it. They literally think their rights are being stepped on. It's like Trump isn't telling you to close your university. He's saying you don't get our federal tax dollars, meaning my tax dollars, your tax dollars. And all I can say is, when I was at Stanford, I never understood how most of these kids operated, because I came out of, like, you know, as a farm kid, whatever. I didn't go to a fancy Ivy League college. And
But
these
you went
boys,
to an elite Stanford for undergrad.
Was it
grad
elite?
school.
For
no,
law school.
not for law school.
Was it
And these
elite?
He called it elite. Yeah.
It was. I'm saying it was like a Harvard.
It
And
was. We
these
believe
kids-
you. We believe you.
Listen, here's my point, since this is politically uncensored. These kids, these other kids my age, first would make fun of me because I rode a motorcycle. They're like, too bad you can't afford a car. And I'm like, okay, I'm like Fonzie from the Happy Day. I'm the cool
I'm picking
guy.
up some
Coming on a
Karate Kid
motorcycle.
vibes here. I'm picking up the Karate Kid
I'm
vibes.
the cool kid. And then there was this girl who I, you know, was hot and young and whatever. And they said that she had given me a blowjob.
Oh.
And she came to me and said, wait, did you tell them that? I'm like, no, why would I tell them that? It hadn't happened. I mean, it did happen later, but it hadn't happened then. And I went to them and I was like, why did you make this rumor up? They're like, because we got you. We got you. I'm like, you got me? You think I look bad that she gave me a blowjob? I'm like, you made her look bad.
Rob,
so my
what
point
the
is,
hell are you talking about right now? This
My
has nothing
point
to
is-
do with Harvard.
He's saying that. Rob, first of all,
Yes,
you're from
yes.
the Blair Witch Project reboot.
Like,
He's saying they were
no,
tight and like woke before its time. They like started a rumor like she gave you a blowjob, and he's like, I'm the cool stud on a motorcycle who just got a blowjob from the hospital.
what does this have to do with Harvard?
because the same mentality that they literally don't understand how people think. The Harvard people actually think the average American will relate to their cause and that it makes sense. And they actually believe it the same way they think they understand why they're going after an illegal immigrant in El Salvador who's a wife beater. They literally think in their little bubble that this is how people operate. And I'm like, you guys don't understand life. You don't understand people. You are on such the wrong page of the book. It ain't funny. That's my point.
Jim Bob
I just
says that
thought I'd
every
give
law
it a-
student he beat up is now a Trump supporter. So I appreciate that,
Funny
Jim
how
Bob,
that works.
for knocking some sense into some people. Maybe we
Yeah.
need to send
And
you
we
out.
all have a part to play,
Exactly.
Puppet, and not all heroes wear capes.
That's right,
But
Jim
Jim
Bob.
Bob wears capes.
And
He
David,
should
I
wear a
won't
cape.
leave you. I won't leave you now. I'm sorry my story didn't I thought it
I
fit the
got it.
political
I got it,
uncensored
Listen,
producer
I
brand.
think you just wanted. Listen, you wanted. Matt1776 wants to know if this is a Lewinsky scandal and the BJ is fake. Now,
It was a fake BJ, but
it
then
might
it
have
became
been
a real
fake.
BJ.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, it was fake BJ.
Anyway,
He
point
manifested
is-
it into
point is,
reality.
Yeah.
David, last thought. The
I
reason
did not
why
have
you
sexual relations.
I
with
did
that
not
woman.
get a BJ at Stanford. It was,
Whatever.
but if I did get a BJ at Stanford, it would be an elite BJ.
That's right. From a tranny.
All right, on that
Said
note,
from a tranny.
A BJ from a tranny. Rob got a BJ from a tranny. And now
Like our
I'm making up.
spaces-
Now I'm making up rumors.
Like our
Rob got a
spaces
BJ
last
from a
night.
tranny at
Well,
Stanford.
The
In
elite
fairness,
BJ.
last
Elite
night on-
BJ.
Last night on our spaces,
She got
we were
elite
talking-
lips.
Last night on our spaces, we were talking about lady boys, and David was like, "Is it the waist up?" So
Well,
I'm just
That's
saying.
out of context, Taylor. We have to. Let's discuss that. Good night, Rob.
I'm outta
Enjoy the
here.
bar.
I'm out of here. Bye.
All right. Don't
See
work too
ya.
hard. Good
I
night.
won't.
Don't fall in any BJs.
Say no to chicks with dicks.
Dicks with dicks. Listen, I do get what he's saying though, and it kind of is like before its time, right? How they are so out of touch. They do not understand or reflect where the average person is at. And it's just like I said, this whole story is just entitlement at its finest. Like, sweetie, it was just Easter. We owe you goose eggs. Get over it.
Okay.
Play by the rules or get out.
A couple of
Did
things.
they actually have goose eggs at the White House Easter roll?
Elite goose eggs.
Elite goose
So
eggs.
here's the deal. If Rob was like a porn producer and he started a channel in Pornhub, it'd be called Elite BJ Hunter. And he would be riding around on his
Wow.
motorcycle being like, hey, ladies, I go to Stanford. And then that's how it would start out.
He
And-
Cop Kent.
Puppet.
And when he put his when he puts his glasses on, you don't recognize him.
No.
And then he takes them off, and you're like, That's the BJ Hunter.
I want to make a business venture. I told this to Trad Dad Dave earlier because we were on a private call, and he is like this. Everybody offline, okay? Like he comes out with these inappropriate sexual innuendo, like dad jokes, and I'm like, I'm gonna make a Trad Dad joke coffee table book.
Yeah,
and it is gonna fly off the shelves.
Hey, listen, BJ Hunter is not so much Trad Dad. That's a little edgy, but But anyway, it was always good to hear producer Rob's take. Now, by the way, over on pilled.net, and you all need to be over there with an account, I have to call out Matt 1776 or something, because Two Wild Irish Rose just put up the, I guess they call them stickers over there, and it says supportive, and they're holding up the bosoms. And
Earth Day globes.
Yeah, and she's saying thank you for supporting David Pollock and Pilled. She's great over there. But here's the deal.
Yes, thank you for supporting us.
Yes. Here's the deal, though. Matt 7076 promised us a gift. What was it? What was it? Melons or what? What do we remember?
Oh yes, that's right. A melon emoji thing.
It was yes. We were supposed to be able to gift
With
boobs or something.
That's right.
Yes, Matt. I expect you to make good on that promise because we did. I forget what was it that we did.
Money where your mouth is, Matt.
Yeah.
Melons where your mouth.
It's a rack. It's just like the rack.
Yeah, we have to be able to gift racks or something over there. So Matt, get on that, because everybody's looking forward to it. And thank you to Wild Irish Rose for reminding me with that great sticker over there. Pilled.net is going ham right now.
I'd like to hit it and quit it with some of our YouTube comments here. We have Glocknor, so glad. So he said, so glad I finally caught a live episode.
His name's Voknor? Voknor?
No, Glocknor.
Oh, Glocknor. I think Voknor would be a great. If I was a Russian agent, I'd be
Glonor?
Voknor. Hello, my name is Voknor. I'm here to seek retribution for stealing my vodka.
It's definitely giving
I gave Rob a blowjob at Stanford.
Yes, suppose it's elite blowjob.
Oh no, you guys
because I'm an elite special forces BJ artist.
You guys are borderline AOC accent.
Oh yeah, like, I'm totally AOC in the
Scottish. I don't even know what. And then we also
did Rob get an elite BJ too?
We have Paul. We have Paul in the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
We have Paul over here. I'm just fired up. Rob was getting action at some point in his life, whether he made it up or not.
That's exactly true.
I think he came on tonight, and he did have a good take on Harvard, and I appreciate it. I think he came on because he wanted to tell that BJ story. I think it was all about the BJ. I think that's what it was. He planned it out.
It usually he planned it. No,
totally.
He's like, hey guys, bring me on. I have something to say about Harvard. And he's like, so I had this BJ once.
This rumor.
Long time ago.
But she
invented the BJ.
She wasn't an anti-Semite. She actually was a Jew. So I was supporting the cause, really.
Yeah, and since I wasn't circumcised, she's like, no, I'm not going anywhere near that snuffleupagus looking thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about. Oh God!
Wow! That's
an elite. That is an elite snuffleupagus right there.
That's right.
So I'll tell you my take on this Harvard thing, and then I know he's early, and so I'll bring him on early because he's a good friend of mine, my dear friend Conservative Ants backstage. So I think he'll probably want to get involved in this.
Oh yeah, I think he's just right.
I think he's biting at the bit. He's like, wait a second, we're talking about BJ's. I'm backstage, guys.
I love when our guests come early.
I bet you do.
That's not what she ever says.
I think ask the elite blowjob girl. Okay.
Yeah. So, sorry. I think I just hit the BJ wall, and I think my brain restarted. It's like a second.
It'd be like that.
And my mind just shut itself down.
Wait, is that Dave? The aliens just took over your
thank you
feed
for the
like
shades.
Michael Loftus.
What's that?
You're gonna get a little.
The aliens are taking over your feed like they did Michael Loftus last time.
Oh, real quick before this shirt, I want to give a shout out to my friend, crypto lawyer and Mark Naughton over on X.
They gave you that?
This is Scrotum the cat.
Oh, okay.
And
that's
there
what
was
I
a
call
whole
puppets.
There was a whole campaign of trying to free Scrotum the cat. He was arrested, and that's where our friend James R was a lawyer over there. And there was this whole month-long Spaces saga about freeing Scrotum the cat. I bought a T-shirt from him to support it. But this is Scrotum the cat I'm wearing tonight, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, Scrotum the cat.
Wait, I love Jim Bob said David just went into factory reset.
He did totally. It was like Max Headroom over there.
Yeah. Jim Bob. That's exactly what happened. I got to the point where I go, my mind literally, like, you know how the angel and the devil sit on each shoulder? And speaking of the angel and the devil, the Pope died over the weekend. We even talked about that.
Praise be.
JD Vance did it.
Well, that's the rumor.
He poisoned his tea.
JD Vance went there without a mask and gloves and poisoned and got the Pope infected.
You know what?
Known he was immunocompromised.
You know what? The Pope
should have had a mask.
And look, a lot of people, the Pope is the holy leader of the Catholic faith, and we don't want to be insensitive to the loss there. But he was certainly a very liberal Pope.
Yes.
He was a woke Pope.
I don't think we needed a woke Pope. I think I'm hoping for a switch.
Yeah,
I'm hoping for a Pope-a-dope.
Pope-a-dope.
Flip on the Pope.
Yeah.
Something like that. Pope-a-dope. You know,
Yes.
I don't often agree. Like I do and I don't with Megyn Kelly, but I have to say I did appreciate how she like threw him under the bus after the fact. And she talked about how the Pope threw Trump under the bus for his immigration stance and policies and all that, and how the Pope was like, you know, what you're doing isn't very Christian and yada yada. And basically Megyn Kelly was like, you didn't have to deal with this problem, babe. So anyways,
you know, the libs were like, there was a lib on TikTok or on X that was saying that JD Vance killed the Pope, and
I saw that. That was the dumbest shit
funny.
ever.
And I was like, but it's the Pope. I mean, if he's not protected by God, then who the fuck is, right? So come on. If he died because of that, then it was his time.
You know what? I'd like to believe that the Pope was holding on to that last thread of life to try to really do the last bit of good deed. And then he met JD Vance, and JD Vance made him so reassured that not only would we save America, but save the world, and the world to be great again. And the Pope shook his hand, and it was, I imagine JD Vance's hand is nice and soft, like baby soft, because he has that baby soft look. And so he shook JD Vance's soft hand and said, I feel assured that the world is going to be saved, and with that I can rest. And it's because of that, it's because of JD Vance's strong leadership and soft hand and firm grip that
I've got a soft hand and a firm grip.
Oh my God. Puppet jerking off in the Pope segment.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Listen,
okay.
I think the Pope is going to Wokatory, which is like this place between like purgatory and hell, but it's for woke people.
Holy shit.
I think I'm moving on. I think I'm moving on past this segment. Completely past this segment. I think I'm done with this segment.
You should check the comments because I think there's some.
The comments are popping. Puppet you a bad boy. I feel like we're also giving conservative Ant. We don't want to give him blue
He's going to leave before we bring him on. I'm going to bring him on now before he can leave. Forget Harvard. Conservative Ant, I'm going to, guys, I don't even know if he's like, hell no, don't bring me on right now after that.
Puppet, that was a brilliant comment. Thank you.
I don't think it was brilliant.
Yes,
I think
it was totally brilliant.
It was terrifying. Matt776 says, why are we getting off topic here? We need to get to the bottom of this BJ.
The importance.
All right.
You know what we can do? Puppet's next tinfoil tirade can be about either the JD Vance psyop with the Pope and or the Rob Lowe job that may or may not have ever happened.
Why do you got to say the word? Can't you just say BJ?
BJ, sorry.
Thank you. Say BJ. All right. With that, I'm bringing on
BJ.
Conservative Ant. Are you ready backstage there, my brother?
Conservative Ant.
Conservative Ant.
Hey,
Welcome to
Wow, he's like, you guys are
welcome to the shit show, my friend.
What the fuck did I?
You can say it, Ant. Clearly,
Say
we're
it,
talking
Ant.
about blowjobs. You can say fuck.
Say it, Ant.
Yeah, I mean, you said that I came in during the uncut penis part.
Yes.
Perfect.
Don't they always? Don't they always?
I'm so glad to know that I have a brother I can share the uncut lifestyle with. So.
Oh, I didn't know there was a lifestyle. Is that a thing?
It's like a Jeep.
It's like a.
There has to be some type of like support group. I'm sure.
There's like it's a novelty.
You know, like when you're driving a
like,
Jeep, everybody waves and beeps when you drive by. You know, it's like
Do they leave you little duckies?
No, actually, we shake foreskin. We shake foreskin.
Oh, that's it.
Does it get knotted up sometimes, and then you like have to?
I love it.
Sometimes like a balloon. It's like a balloon animal.
I love it. Instead of the dap, like with black eyes, it's just like the foreskin exchange.
I'm so happy I joined this today.
Oh, we're happy you did too.
Today.
I had foreskin eyelids. That's how I got these eyelids.
Scrotum,
That's right.
like David's shirt. Scrotum
Now I'm somewhat
cat or whatever.
cockeyed, but hey, what do you want?
Oh,
I don't think I
Jesus.
ever saw a puppet jerk off, so that was a
Well, there
Well,
you go.
First, You know,
There's things you
and
can
he's
cross off your
also-
bucket list now.
He's also motorboated. I don't know if it'll come out where you're on with us. It may not, but either way, you know,
Yeah.
you've been warned. So
He's a naughty puppet.
I'm a
He's-
motorboat
he
and son of a
is.
bitch.
Wow.
This is amazing. This
Oh.
is so amazing.
He's the opposite.
Uncensored. We're
He's
so
the
excited.
opposite of a show me where he touched you puppet, because he's the puppet that touches you like
Yes.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Tickle toes, like
I've
really.
strangely been touched by a puppet before, so I don't know
Yeah.
what that means.
It was like an old show with Michael
you
Landon.
like it?
I was touched by a puppet.
Did I what?
You like it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I like a lot of. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really take a lot to offend me. So
I
He's into
figured
it.
as much. I
He's into
figured
it.
as much.
All right.
Oh,
Breaking
good
news
God.
tonight. Conservative
Just
Ant has
want to
been
make
touched
sure
by a
I've
puppet.
got my
He likes
shocker
it.
out just for everybody to.
Wow. Yeah, he does the shocker too, Ant. We're
All
just
right.
Oh my God. Okay, that's a first. I've never seen a puppet do a shocker either.
Well,
You
see, a
go,
lot
baby.
of firsts tonight.
there's so much.
I didn't know you can make balloon animals with foreskin, so we're learning
We
a
need
lot
to
tonight.
do like a free the foreskin, I don't know, movement or something. And I love that you talked about that. And it's funny because I interviewed, so I used to be a red carpet reporter and I just went there, right? And I interviewed the cast of Baywatch when Zac Efron, you know, they did
Yeah.
a reboot that no one asked for. And so I'm asking Zach and all the guys, like, do you guys have weird body image? Da da da. Like, you're doing Baywatch. Like, it's not just for the women, body image issues. How about the dudes? There's shrinkage, this, that. So there's a black cast member, this guy, I forget his name, something. And I said, you know, do black guys get shrinkage? And similarly to what you said, or puppets do in the elephant, he said, no, we have, you know, elongated unraveling. So, you know, there you have it. It kind of in a weird way reminded me of the foreskin thing. And so,
Yeah. I mean,
airing it
listen,
out.
I'm first generation European Italian, so I remember, you know, I remember getting somewhat picked on in the locker room at one point. And now it's like, once I became an adult, I was like, oh my God, there's a lot of guys that are not. So it's not a big deal. And I'm glad that I'm not, because it's mutilation.
Wow.
Oh,
I-
he brought, I was just going to joke, aren't you glad we're getting into the weeds of politics? And he's like, well, actually.
Speaking of genital mutilation,
Yeah.
facts
though.
So Ant, I'm so off topic right now. I have no idea what
I
the hell
know,
we're talking about
I know,
anymore.
I know.
No, it's totally fine. Matt1776 on pill.net says, well, you're either a grower or a shower. Talking about you, Taylor, asking.
I'm both.
Yeah.
I'm both.
Yeah. He's both.
He's like, let me just say I am both. Ant entered a fever dream and he doesn't
I
know.
can't believe that I'm even exposing this on a show to be fucking
Welcome to Politically
honest.
Uncensored.
Don't worry, we
This
don't
is
have a
what we
big
get
audience.
people to do.
Our audience
good
is
God.
tiny.
We will once these clips get out.
That's why we brought you in, Ant. We knew you'd be game for the fun.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to retitle this episode Conservative Ant Uncut.
Ooh, I love that. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
You know, I was on Alex Stein's show once, and that was pretty wild.
Yeah, Alex Stein's. We're trying to get him on the show soon. We have to coordinate schedules, but he should be here soon. I love Alex Stein. Prime time, Alex Stein.
He said the clips will come out.
They will.
They will. By
We'll
golly.
speak- I'll see to that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So,
So unhinged people.
yeah. So
This is
speaking of
going
unhinged-
somewhere, Ant. Don't worry. It's not just a hallucination.
right?
Of like
So,
Yeah.
where do we want to go, Taylor? I need help.
I
need
really
help.
want.
I
I
need help.
personally really
Yeah.
want Ant's input on the Nancy Mace situation.
All right.
Have you
let's
seen
see.
this, Ant? Oh, look at him. Have you seen this?
No.
But I love how this like goes down at a Sephora. By the way, like
Yeah.
what is even?
Yeah.
Just talk about a
with
fever
one of
dream.
her- So here's what I hate about these clips. So we
Yeah.
didn't get the beginning of it.
Yeah, we didn't
so
get the
what
beginning.
he asked her, what he said to her. So I've seen, you know, one of my really good friends, Preston Myers, made a video saying that he disagrees with the way she handled that. And I kind of agree with him, but at the same time, it's like, I can't really say that I disagree with her because I don't know what the guy said beforehand. So was he trolling her? Was he being pompous, cocky? Was he being a cunt? Like, what was the beginning?
Probably
of it?
all the above.
And I'm willing to bet that he probably was. And I will say that I know my temperament. And if he would have, that I probably would have been her in the situation because I have zero fucks to give. So if somebody would have came up to me like that, I probably would have told him to go fuck himself too. That's just me.
I have the clip here. Let's watch
and
it.
I love Ant's delivery, by the way, like using like saying cunt, but like with his pen. He's like, let me just tell you, it's like scholarly. It's a whole delivery.
Yeah, when you
like,
add a pen, to the word cunt,
it is. No,
it's not a bad word anymore.
It's
now
like
it's
a
just
whole-
an intelligence.
That makes it
Excuse
totally
me,
good.
I have a pen.
Smart. It's
That
smart.
offended me. Ant. No. I had a pen.
I'm so glad you're offended. It
No, I
makes
had a pen.
me,
You had a
it
pen,
makes
so it's
me
not-
hard, actually, that you're
Oh,
offended.
God.
All right, hey, I have a clip. You guys want to see the clip?
Yes.
Yes.
Roll it.
And now the foreskin isn't an issue. Here's the clip.
Roll it.
Because you people on the left are crazy. You're absolutely fucking crazy.
I'm absolutely fucking
You are.
crazy.
And get out of my face.
You're insane.
Goodbye.
You're insane.
Fuck you.
You're gonna fuck me. You're
Yep,
gonna be voted
bye.
out so fast this year. I
I'm
can't
not.
wait for you to fucking
I'm not.
go
I
into
won
this
by
country.
so much.
You're a disgrace to this state. That's what you are. You're a disgrace. I asked you a simple question and you just to go on this tirade and tell me fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Disgusting.
Get out of my face.
Fuck you.
Get out of my face. Try it again. What's your
You're an
name?
nasty bitch.
What's your
You're a
name?
nasty bitch. That's
What's
my
your
name.
name?
You say fuck me?
Yep, I
That's
sure
the
did.
first thing you're saying is fuck me for
Absolutely.
asking you a
Get
question?
the fuck out of my face.
Fuck you.
And we were worried about using the word cunt. It's like Jerry Springer in this bitch. Fuck.
You know why I like her? I like her because she really doesn't give a fuck. She's unapologetically her. I gotta give her credit. She says a lot of shit that people probably don't want to say. Just like she called somebody out and called her a tranny today or yesterday or whatever it was. There was
that
another
with the
video.
plant when the lady wanted to hit her with a plant?
Yeah, we ended with. I wanted to see where the plant went. I was concerned. I was concerned for the fern. I wasn't sure if the girl was going to start her own show or what because she took the plant. But I got to give it up to her. Listen. It's 10 out of 10 for me.
Wow.
I had the same. It's funny, Ant. I had the exact same thought process at first, and I'm like, hold my earrings, like tits out, brain out. I don't give a fuck. Like wear it out. Exactly. And I gotta be honest with you. Like I put it all out. I love the don't give a fuck element. I had the same thought when I first saw it. I was like, is that a little though, like classless? Like,
I get it.
I like being like above it. Like, does it need to be again the Maury show of like fuck you? But I had the same arc as you did because I was like, bitch, do you remember 3 hours ago when someone cut you off in traffic and you literally massacred them with your words? So if I were in the moment, and I'm a hothead Italian, I'm first generation as well, like you, I can't promise anything. I can't promise I will not annihilate you.
And so I agree with you, and this is why I do not want to be, excuse me, a politician. Then I'll answer that question why I chose conservative Ant. I don't want to run for office because I really don't have the temperament. Like, I will go for the jugular. And so if you are going to hold a seat in our government, you probably should be held to a little bit of a different classy state. Listen, I mean, this was one of her constituents. She should have probably handled it a little bit different. But as an American, as a person that's fed up with the woke bullshit, I agree. But in her position, maybe not. But I see where you're coming from. My name is Anthony. I chose conservative Ant when I got banned my first time. And actually, I didn't get banned from TikTok my first time. I got a lot of death threats. I didn't know how to handle it. My full name was on it. So then I changed it to conservative Ant. Because at that time, the original content creators on TikTok were changing it to conservative this, conservative that, conservative this. Mm-hmm. So Anthony, conservative Ant. I've gone by Ant my entire life. My family says Ant. My mom said Ant. You know, it's a Chicago thing, I think. Never Tony. So yeah, that's where conservative Ant came from.
Love it.
I never even thought about calling you Tony.
Yeah, no.
I won't even turn. Like, I don't even.
You do not exist to me. You are dead to me. You are, I was going to be so inappropriate. So, you are dead as the Pope to me.
So, not
too soon. Wow. I love it. Not too soon.
Quietly, I was like, picking up.
No, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
I'm not saying that was a good one. I'm a Jew. I'm not going to say that's a good one because I know when I die, I already have strikes against me. And I don't want that to be the final thing that sends me to wherever.
Is that why you're uncircumcised? Because you're a Jew?
I'm not. I am circumcised.
Oh, I thought that's what I came into, and you were saying that you weren't.
No, we were saying Rob wasn't because what you meant. The first part of the conversation was
producer Rob.
We were talking about Harvard, and then producer Rob came in, and he was going to talk about Harvard. Next thing we know, he's talking about his elite Stanford education, and then he starts talking about BJ's, and I have no idea why he's talking about BJ's. I thought he just wanted to come on to brag about getting BJ's from Stanford, and then I joked
30
that,
years ago.
you know,
Right.
and
I outed myself thinking we had something in common.
yeah, we don't, but
Damn
but
it.
good for you. I mean, I'm happy for you. I mean,
No,
that's good.
I'm actually really not shy or disappointed.
No, I love
Well,
it.
you better not be at this point. I mean,
love
now
it.
we're just going to make T-shirts.
Yeah.
No, I love it.
I will not even tell you what tattoo I have until I'm off camera.
Oh,
I will
come
tell you
on.
though, and if it
No,
makes you
listen.
feel better.
Wait, I really want to know because I saw your really badass We the People.
Yeah. Oh, I tatted. All my thighs are tatted. I have some good ones.
Can you give us a hint what it has to kind of like deal with? What's the ballpark?
Okay, Republican elephant.
Oh,
Uncut penis, elephant trunk.
Wow.
So basically, we just did a psychic reading on Ant Uncensored.
I literally have an entire fucking elephant head right there.
Nice.
I feel like such a basic bitch. I have like the Aquarius tattoo, like my zodiac.
I'm an Aquarius too.
Oh
February 13th.
I'm the third. Oh God.
We're just going to gloss over the fact that on a live show, we're just going to gloss over the fact.
That's right. Wow.
That for the people who are not watching tonight, shame on you because
literally
you don't realize the epic revelation that just occurred. And I, you know what? I'm not even going to. I'm not even going to reiterate what it was. I want them to be surprised.
Watch the clips.
Yeah.
I will tell you guys though. I want to say something out loud, and this will make you feel better.
This is like a support group of shit we shouldn't say on camera.
I am also uncircumcised.
Yes!
I am.
I knew you looked like an uncut cock.
That's right.
Just in, guys. I just got a text.
I've got a sock
producer
over
Rob.
the end of it.
I just got a text from producer Rob. He said, "Tell them producer Rob texted you that he is too uncircumcised."
Oh. See?
Yay!
You're odd man out here, pal. I don't know what to say.
There ain't no party like an uncut party, and the uncut party don't stop.
I cannot believe that I'm fucking here right now.
Well,
It's like who? How do I go?
But you know what? This kind of goes on brand for what I'm doing right now because I am kind of going into the comedy realm a little bit and hosting some comedy shows.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about. Tell me about this, Ant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was asked. One of my really good, actually, a while ago, I hosted a comedy show for Chad Prather down here in Naples, Florida.
We were at a comedy thing that you went to.
In Orlando.
That you did in Orlando.
Oh, the police event, yes. And then I did the police event in Orlando. I hosted that. And then my good friend Zach Rushing asked me to host his comedy show in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Alabama. Of all places, let's bring a gay guy to Alabama. Went over really well. I think I turned everybody out by the end of the show. And my next show is going to be in Venice, Florida on Cinco de Mayo, actually, May 5th with Terrence Williams.
Ooh.
Oh, that'll be great.
Terrence Williams. Oh, that'll be a good show. How far is Venice? Maybe we'll take a trip.
You should actually come. That would be awesome.
I think I really might do that. We were just, Puppet and I were back and forth to Naples last week twice. One for that dinner that I wasn't going to go to that I ended up going to. It was it was a really nice time. And then the Papadopouloses were recording their show live at Seed to Table.
Thank you.
Great
I'm going there. I'm going to
spot.
stop by there tomorrow if anyone's in the neighborhood.
That is one of my favorite guys. They're not a sponsor, but they should be. If it's like, imagine a Whole Foods with like real stuff that you would buy in a place that you would imagine Whole Foods would have, and it's conservative. They have a big dumpster out front that says FJB on it. You go into the place, they have a bar upstairs, they have a coffee shop, they have
urinal
restaurants inside.
There's a bar, there's restaurants, you can get food, they'll bring it to you, and then when you piss in the urinal, you're literally pissing on Kamala Harris. Like it's
Yeah.
Guys, stop it.
So good.
I'm getting Florida FOMO, okay? I'm in Nashville with your big schlong foreskin FOMO parties in Florida. I'm jealous, but I am going to relocate, I think, by the end of the year. So I will be there for all these things.
Move on down to Florida like everybody else does. Come on, Harry. We're moving to Florida.
So, I have a
Florida.
little wild card question for you, and it actually may be fodder for some of your comedy.
Okay.
But I know you've obviously have been so outspoken about being a gay conservative. You've talked about starting out.
Wait,
and,
what,
you know,
Ant? You're gay?
I'm today.
breaking here. And you've talked also about how whiny the gays can be. And we talked about Brandon Strzok about this, how like they are the most insufferable, right? I have to say though, I do it on my show all the time. Like I love a generalizing moment. I just think it's so fun. Like let's just like stereotype people and generalize the shit out of them. So how would you kind of stereotype and brand the gay conservative versus like the woke conservative?
Oh, yeah, because the woke ones are whiny and crybabies.
Exactly.
And yeah. I mean, I'm a normal gay, so I don't know if you saw my action figure on X.
I love the action figure.
ChatGPT created the normal. Let's talk about the normal gay, the conservative gay guy, patriotic, big dick.
Like
elephant tattoo, uncircumcised.
Elephants, yeah, uncircumcised, tatted up.
Okay.
No pronouns.
Okay.
And literally nothing offends us.
I love that.
Yeah. That's how people should be.
No. Well, that
I'm turned on. I'm turned on just hearing that.
Wow.
Listen, a lot of females wish.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, goddamn.
And I mean, it depends. It might be a Wednesday night. I might have had 4 or 5, old fashions. Could happen.
It could. So
how about puppets?
He said.
You know what? I just saw you finger bang the air today, so why the fuck not?
Right.
So
I've got a big man.
I've always wanted my bean flicked by a fucking puppet.
Oh, good Lord.
So he's doing the shocker again, I think. Can you flick a bean puppet, by the way? Do you have that mobility in your puppet hands?
I don't know. I mean, look, let me see here. I don't know if I can flick it. But
I really hope my in-laws don't watch this show.
Probably
this is.
What if I did something like?
I'm gonna have to tell my kids not to watch any of my shows ever.
Why would any children watch us? Period.
Yeah.
Not my older kids. They think it's hilarious. They think my show is good.
Oh well, if they're older. I mean, we used to watch HBO through the Scribble in 1980.
That's right.
That was the thing, by the way.
Taxi Cab Confessions, Real Sex.
Oh no, we didn't see. I didn't have. I couldn't afford HBO, but my friends told me about those shows.
We watched through the Scramble, bro.
Yes, but the Scramble vision on Skinamax. I don't know, Taylor, if you did this when
Spice
you were young.
Channel.
Yeah, what you would do is you would go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and if you did it fast enough, you would see a boob for like a second, and that was like woo, and then you would play Nintendo. It was
really groundbreaking when they actually started to show cock, and then I was like,
yes.
I probably turned the channel at that point.
Immediately, Ant's like, wait a second.
And that's when he knew.
It was the Skinamax scrambly screen cock that made him realiise. Oh,
I just have to say, Jim Bob is in the comments and said, I need to go to confession after this show, and I am not even Catholic.
I know, and I'm Catholic, and I've never been in that fucking confessional because I've heard stories about priests, and I'm not about to get a blowjob in a confessional.
Or give one.
Or give one. So I love how Jim Bob keeps us on track, though. He's how did you? Let's get back to center. How did you get your name? What happened to Katy Perry? I'm sad she's back.
Oh, so you're on brand with Wendy's.
We're gonna go to the Katy Perry thing again.
Let me tell you something.
Jim Bob is here for the notes.
Dave's got 4 million views on the Katy Perry thing.
4.7 million views.
He crushed it on
4.7 million, Ant.
That's amazing.
4.7 million on a post.
I want your autograph on my titty. On my titty.
I mean, why not?
Same.
Maybe we could tattoo it. I mean, why not? So,
can we get what do you think before Ant hops about?
Ant's not hopping. He's staying now.
He's staying.
I'm good. This is great.
Yeah,
okay, good. Anywhere. Awesome.
After this,
we never know if our guests need like extensive psychotherapy or like what's happening. So you're along for the ride. You know, elephant trunk. He's on the elephant trunk ride. I love it. Mm-hmm. Should we get him to weigh in on Elizabeth Warren?
That's
or
what I was just about to do.
Both are like the amnesia.
You're reading my mind.
Yeah,
we were just about to do that. All right, let's do that.
And then we got to go to the other one.
Which other one?
The one I submitted.
Oh.
Which one did you say?
Jim Bob. You were supposed
Bob.
to be.
Yes,
you
I
were
do
supposed to be the one that kept us in center, Jim Bob.
Bob.
Shame on you.
What did
I
he do?
but for $100 though.
Oh.
I like your style, girl.
Oh. All right, I'll put that comment next. All right, so apparently
easy hustling.
Breaking news, guys.
News?
You may or may not know this. This is breaking. Democrats are hypocrites. Need proof? Check out.
Fuck. Let me break this down.
With his pen.
Saying that President Biden had a mental acuity. He had a sharpness to him. You said that up until July of last year.
I said what I believe to be true.
And you think he was as sharp as you?
I said I had not seen decline. He was sharp. He was on his feet. I saw it.
Senator, on his feet is not praise. He can speak in sentence.
So.
Oh, that hurt.
No, it hurts.
Doesn't it? So apparently now it's
I
popular.
love when he says he was just sharp as you, and she just like
laughed.
She didn't know what to say about it, like because she was screwed either way. You know what I mean? Like
she was me getting caught at 17 past curfew. Like we know you were like it's just it was so cringe. Also, Puppet is still flicking the bean with that single index finger just out perpetually for the rest of this show.
He can't.
Flicking the Elizabeth.
Who can't use a hand?
The Elizabeth Warren bean, I guess. Yeah, exactly.
So Elizabeth Warren, so this was the worst kept secret, I think, of all of humanity, that Joe Biden was a couple of crayons short of a full box, and not even a full box, but like a couple of crayons short of one of those boxes with tips broken off.
He was the Dollar Tree fucking
That's what I'm
box. He
saying.
was the box of
Dollar
crayons
Tree
you got
fan.
at Red Lobster after 6 kids had them.
Exactly. When
Like
they wouldn't give you
snot
any
on
more.
it.
it's a 3 crayon box with one missing.
Exactly.
Not the Red Lobster reference. Screaming.
Yeah. You know, when I was in college, I ate a lot of their salad and breadsticks.
That was Olive Garden, Dave.
I was a hostess, there, and I would hide the biscuits like in the host stand. Yeah,
that was.
Aren't they breadsticks?
No, cheddar bay biscuits. I confused Red Lobster for Olive Garden. I confused the two.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster.
The cheddar bay biscuits are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I always confused the two. They're all the same to me. Olive Garden, Red Lobster.
Well, they weren't they all the same company?
Yes,
no.
they were.
Red Lobster went out of business, though.
Red Lobster and Olive Garden.
Remind me.
Well, 20 years of all-you-can-eat shrimp might do that.
Only gets you so far.
And then people wouldn't go. They're like, "What do you mean I can't eat all this shrimp? I can. I'm not coming here anymore." They're like, well, "We got cheddar bay biscuits. We got the cheddar bay biscuits," and they're like, "Well, I want the
when
the
TikTok put the
shrimp."
recipe for cheddar bay biscuits out, it was over.
Let me tell you, tariffs. Tariffs really would have ate into Red Lobster's bottom line, because all those Vietnamese sewer shrimp, they wouldn't be able to import anymore. They would have to.
Oh,
So
he did. I fuck with a good chain, though. I can't lie about that.
So,
what's your favorite chain?
I was gonna ask too, but I was like, "Are we going too off topic?"
Nah, fuck it. Are you kidding me? With what we talked about tonight, ask him whatever.
I don't think we found the topic yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Dave, you start. We'll
my
go in
favorite
clockwise. Yeah.
Hold on, Cane's fried chicken.
Okay. Basic, but I'll take it. Limited menu.
They have the best fried chicken on the planet.
They have 3 items though.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well,
I'm gonna go
Raisin
Cheesecake
Cane's?
Factory.
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, my problem with Cheesecake Factory is they have an encyclopedia as a fucking menu.
No, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
What the fuck is with that
But
menu?
you have options.
Yeah.
You know.
The place is called Cheesecake Factory, but they have a 70-page menu with every friggin' style cuisine you can afford.
Here's
you
your
can
menu.
imagine.
I'm like, I don't know the chicken. I don't know.
And that's just because you're an air sign Aquarius and you're like, I can't with all these just too many choices.
Right.
The waiter comes to the table.
Indecisive.
The waiter comes to the table
I
and
know
you're
how
like,
we roll.
hold on, what was I gonna have again?
It's macaroni and cheese or
Hold
Baba
on, hold on.
Ganoush. I can't fucking decide.
It's on page 742.
No, like the
earmarked it.
server training process is so extensive.
I'm
like,
sure.
Those people, I mean, some of them don't last. You have to give them credit.
They should get a bachelor's degree.
The thing though is, here's the thing. It's like telling you that there's no side effects of the COVID vaccine. You know that all that shit can't be good. Like you can't have that much shit on the menu and have it be good. It's impossible. So here's the training program. Most of the stuff sucks, and here are the two good things. That should be the training, because the menu's got to be loaded with just
the cheesecake's
dog
pretty good,
shit.
though. The cheesecake's pretty good.
With the vax, it's like
cheesecake is frozen.
Don't worry how it'll affect you. 5 days from now, years from now, just kind of go with it.
Just shitting your brains out for 17 days.
That's Taco Bell.
It's all normal.
Then I'll take Taco
Instant.
Bell. That's my favorite chain.
Or White Castle, if anybody knows White Castle.
Oh yeah.
We have Crystals. We do have a White Castle.
We have White
now,
Castle.
but-
We have
Yeah,
the
got it
largest White
recently.
Castle puppet.
Here's
No,
Jim
we
Bob
just
again.
got a White Castle.
Wait,
like,
Ant,
a couple
what
years
about
ago.
Ant? What about your restaurant, your chain?
So, I'm bougie. So if I had to choose a chain restaurant, I would go with probably Capitol Grill, actually.
That's a good.
Oh yes,
That's a
I'm
good
thinking
one.
I'm thinking
That's pretty good.
I'm on the caliber of Outback, Longhorn.
Oh, the shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah.
Like, for
I mean,
it.
it used to be decent. Now it's terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. No, it's not good.
I like
went
their
so
coconut
far
shrimp.
downhill.
I
I
like
love
Outback's coconut shrimp. They do a
I
good
love
job
the
with it.
Houston's moment
Yeah,
if we're going
right,
bougie.
whatever.
I'm sorry to break it to you, dude, but everybody's coconut shrimp at every restaurant is probably from Cisco.
Yeah,
Right,
and they're all
right.
good.
Same
Cisco makes
fucking
good
box.
coconut shrimp. Well, they warm it up well, and
Yes,
they do a
they
good
do.
job
They-
warming
No,
it
They
up.
do. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist. If it's kind of, you know what I mean?
True.
It's like, shut up. We've got great microwaves.
Yeah. I'll tell you this though, that bloomin' onion is the worst thing on the planet. If anybody tells me they like a bloomin' onion, they're immediately like off my island. Like
They're like,
I'm not a fan either.
yeah, who
I like
came
the
up with it?
sauce.
I have
I
an
like the
idea.
sauce.
Let's take a whole fucking onion, right?
I like a whole onion.
and then deep fry it and then serve it to people. And
I
they'll
love the
it.
idea. Just comes out like shit.
It's nasty. It's
It was
greasy.
it was really an early '90s thing. Whoever created the thing that made the slice
yeah.
the onions,
That was a
like
big
this
deal.
is a good idea.
Yeah. And then I feel the same way though of a '90s thing, and I still see these on menus. I'm sure Capitol Grill even sells it. I feel the same way about a chocolate lava cake. I feel like a chocolate
I
lava
hate
cake
those fucking
is like
things.
it's like something from it should be in black and white. They should serve me a chocolate lava cake in black and white. That's how old it is.
You
No, I
obviously
hate it.
haven't tried it from Chili's, guys. That was my second.
We all
favorite.
tried it from Chili's.
Yeah, that's why we all hate it.
I used to work at Chili's for 4 minutes.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait.
congratulations.
Why 4 minutes?
No, it was probably like 3 weeks. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna be like, no, 3 minutes.
No.
I worked at Firehouse Subs for 2 days.
Nice. I worked at Subway for literally a day.
He's like, I saw it was in the tuna and I was out.
Yeah. So I want to answer Jim Bob's
I
question.
was just
So
gonna say yes.
He's
So
asking
have-
hard-hitting questions. Like we're
Oh,
goofing
I
around.
love Jim Bob. I
and
love
Jim Bob's like,
Jim Bob, do you need a hand? Is the question.
Yeah, Jim Bob's like all excuse
Typing
me.
away
Like
with
he's like
Twitter
Barbara
fingers.
Walters over here. Look at this question.
For
He asks
real.
conservative Ant. Go ahead.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it in Barbara Walters' voice.
I'm gonna read it. I'll read it in the Barbara Walters voice.
Thank you.
Conservative Ant. Have you always been right leaning?
What?
Is that Marge fucking Simpson? What the fuck? Come on, man.
Not fucking Marge Simpson! Okay, I'm gonna answer the fucking question, you fucking tard. Alright. Listen, can I tag the retard finder guy from X on here?
You should.
Okay.
Yes.
So I actually was
Found
just
him.
on a show that I posted. Go watch the show because I actually talk about this. I was just on a podcast, but no, I realized that I had conservative or right leaning thought my entire life when Donald Trump came into the picture. So when he came into the picture, I was like, oh shit, I agree with everything. And I was called a bad gay guy back in the day 20 years ago when I used to call out all the kids that I used to see at Pride, or I used to call out the eccentric gay guys that were like extra gay. I'm like, dude, relax, everybody knows you're fucking flamer. They're like, oh my god, you're such a bad gay guy. So I was always called I was the mean, and like if a feminine gay guy came up to me like, can I buy you a drink? I'm like, no. I just like masculinity. I liked the masculine thing. I don't know if it was my Catholic upbringing or the Italian upbringing or what. But yeah, I've been Team Trump since before it was cool, guys. I was
So
wearing
was Chuck Schumer.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I have that video. You guys want to see
Why
it?
don't you play it, Dave?
That's, really
That's called
cool,
the segue.
It's
Oh my goodness. Are you saying that I need to be on the show more often? Thank you so much, Glockner.
what comments
Yes, Glocknors. Let's. Can we just
Oh,
shoot
yeah,
our
here.
own horns
Here we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
He says that you guys deserve millions of subscribers.
Agree.
We're very entertaining and funny, and he needed some laughs. Glockner, you're welcome for the laughs, and I think you should tell 1 million people that they should all subscribe, and we would extremely appreciate that.
A guy who posts pictures of liberals says they're retarded has millions of followers. I think we deserve some followers.
Right. I mean, at least one of us is retarded. All right. So
big black.
So speaking of
Big
Chuck
black Glockner, it's like a tongue twister, like Dave's big black
clock. My big black clock. I do.
You got a big black
and
clock.
I'll tell you about my big black clock later. Here's Chuck Schumer, Puppet, since you set up the clip.
I was born in Brooklyn, the same place where Donald Trump's family comes from. His father and my grandfather were builders together in Brooklyn. Yeah. Even when he was much younger, you knew that he was going to go places. So it's no
Senator Schumer and Mr. Trump are good friends. They both have a passion for life, and you get that immediately.
Now, totally off topic.
Wow.
Totally off topic. ABBA says, I came for savvy. I stayed for conservative Ant. Let's see if we can make him come for you too,
I
Ant.
respect it.
What am I,
But
chopped
are we
liver?
chopped liver? But I respect it.
How can you disagree? You know,
I feel like he's not wrong though. So
all of us are chopped liver. So I don't even know. I don't want to talk about Chuck Schumer. Puppet told me to play the clip, and I did. I want to go back to talk.
What we were talking about,
Yeah.
liberals being
listen, you
hypocrites.
came for
and
savvy.
to bring it back.
You stayed for conservative Ant.
He wants to come for you too, Ant. He
I
wants to
just
come
said
for you.
it. You're gonna come for him.
wow, everyone's coming all over the place.
Excuse
from
me,
on this
Ant. Did we
show.
just get our foreskins tied up?
We did. We're doing a tattoo. Tattoo.
We got
Two
our Schwartz
foreskins.
tangled. Shit.
Look up. Hey, you know what we could do? You know, for your new OnlyFans page, we can dock. Go look up docking and then get back to me.
I don't want to, and I'm not
can
going
we-
to.
Yes. Okay. This
You
is
should.
like the
No, you can't bring it up on camera though.
This is like when someone on our show brought up Cleveland Steamers, and Savvy
that
was
was
like
me.
texting me and David like what it meant, and David was like,
That was
"No,
me.
we are not." Yeah.
Yeah,
Puppet with
I'm
his
not
little
looking up
shocker.
any. It'll totally screw up my my Instagram algorithm. If you look
No,
up,
you would have to Google it. You can't look it
I'm
up. on
definitely not
Instagram.
googling it.
What
The
is it
FBI
called?
could take
One
my
more
phone.
time
It's called docking.
for the people in the back.
Yeah.
Also, we have ABBA with some footnotes here.
All right, there is one video I want
Oh,
to show you guys to
Jesus.
get your opinion on, real quick.
That'll be my next tattoo. No,
So I do have one more video that I want to get your comment on. This is actually very important. This is
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'll be.
We have to be serious, okay?
Yeah,
You ready?
Okay.
Very serious.
All right, hold
Ant
on.
with his pen. And
Folks said, can't get out of bed. Put your fingers up, you ain't yet dead. But that bad pin is looking real red. Call the nurse again, you heard what I said? While the paramedics come by your head and do the finger dance. You like that? Do the finger dance. Do the finger dance. Do the finger dance. Do the finger dance. Hey, do the finger dance. Do the finger dance. Do the finger dance.
What
Ant is
the
left.
holy fuck was that?
Ant left.
Loki, that's actually
What is that?
Ant left his chair spinning.
What?
That's
I can't. I'm gonna go to fucking hell. I'm not doing this.
I did not sign up
doing
for this. Purgatory. No, I feel like that MC though is like that is me. She's just giving it her all. You know, she's
Oh
just,
my god, all of it.
and
All
more.
of it.
God bless her.
Yes.
Dave tries to play as like the squeaky clean. Oh, we can't talk about docking, and brings out this. I mean, jeez, God. David. Oh, good God.
My eyes hurt.
I can't.
You guys are. I was blinded by the.
Do the finger dance.
That actually looks uncanny, puppet. So what?
Oh my God, the fucking finger.
I just want to tell you.
It all comes back to the finger. Look, puppet's at it again with the.
I don't care. I don't care what state of disability I'm in life. If I'm ever in one of those places and a woman like that walks in, I'm wheeling my ass to the first open window and I'm going out head fucking first. She'd be like, you like that? I'd be like, hang on 1 second. Boom. And face fucking
I think
first.
David thinks we're laughing at him, but we're not.
Oh, I know what you're laughing at. I'm just
Jim
telling
Bob
you.
literally says he is risen.
Oh, yeah, she is doing the Lord's work. I know. I was blinded by the Penn State, which is funny because earlier talking about, which is my alma mater, and I was going to say if Penn State pulls a Harvard, you'll be hearing choice words from your girl here.
I'm getting canceled after this show. I
mean, we all are, so we'll do it together.
I think we're in canceled purgatory right now.
Yeah, we're all going to go down together.
What it is.
I really don't give a fuck, honestly.
We are
if you have no sense of humor, you should not.
That's what the show's all about.
Yeah.
We are going to wake up with that lady doing the finger dance in our face, and we'll
do the finger dance.
Do
the finger dance.
Do the finger dance. Do the finger dance.
Oh, she Indian now? Ding, 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 ding. Hey, here's the deal, Ant. I'm going to go and troll every one of your comedy shows, which everybody should go check out. And you're just going to see me in the back row going,
instead of clapping. Steve, I love how you're like the guy in the wheelchair is just placating her, and he's like, "Be done with this bitch!" Like,
Yeah.
I'm like entertain her.
you know, that's what we're all going to have to do
Turn
after
Fox
this
News
show,
on,
by the
damn
way.
it.
After this show, we're going to be so canceled that the only audience we'll be able to keep are the ones that literally can't move due to disability. Yeah. It's going to be like, hey, you want to watch Politically Uncensored? And they're going to be like, fuck.
Oh God.
Oh.
Shit. That's good shit.
And
guys.
before we wrap the show, do you want to tell us about what else you're working on besides your comedy tour? Do we even want to mention that anymore? Because you just got a new show on a big network, and it's going fucking awesome, right?
Yeah, so it's called Viral and Verified. We launched a pilot episode and it did extremely well with Real America's Voice. Here's the thing, there are so many new shows coming out on Real America's Voice that I think they're really trying to keep up with everything. So it is coming soon because it has to be set up and it's a whole production thing. But yes, I'm very excited. I'm an affiliate with them. There's going to be multiple other things that I'm going to be on with Real America's Voice, so they're great. And there's an awesome thing that I'm doing in Utah. I got invited out to shoot rifles out of a helicopter for an event, a very awesome event for veterans. And so
Very
Utah
cool.
is probably stunned by me because there's not one Mormon in that state. Listen.
Are they going to coerce you to be? As soon as you said,
I'm gonna listen. By the time I've been
there.
there this will be my third time there. I think I'm gonna turn out every Mormon man by the time I leave the state of fucking Utah because these guys are like, holy shit, this gay guy is awesome.
They have no idea. They have
helicopters
no idea
and hand jobs. Yep.
What's going to be let out of that cage. And Abba also, he said the show disabled me, which I was going to make a joke earlier when you guys talked about disabled people watching our show.
I was going to say something else.
I was going to say they're going to be in wheelchairs from all these big schlog foreskin things happening, uncircumcised, circumcised, mics, I don't know, all of it.
Finger bang, fucking bean flick, look up docking.
Oh my God. Yeah. This show is definitely off the fucking rails tonight, I think. I mean, whatever. Hey,
I think this is a Theo or a Kill Tony approved show, right?
I agree. And honestly, the reason why we did this show, and for anybody whose hands hurt from clutching their pearls after watching this, the idea is we can laugh sometimes, right? We all take our jobs very seriously. We work really hard in the daytime, and we put the show on at 10 o'clock at night.
I was wondering.
What?
Nothing.
What do you want?
I might be, what?
Jim Bob's over here scheming in the comments.
What is he wondering? Hold on. I got to put this on.
Putting on blast. You're getting put in the signal chat, Jim Bob.
Jim Bob is Barbara Walters tonight. Big time.
Listen, he just wrote his number on a napkin. You guys can just fuck off, okay?
Nice.
Wow.
He put it out in the Signal chat. It's all out
I know.
there now.
It'll be
all
leaked
out
Oh,
there
that's
now.
one thing you'll never find me in. If y'all ever see that there's somebody in a group message on Signal or any of these groups, and they're like, I'm conservative Ant. Wrong. I'm not in any of that shit. No. I'm the guy that says conservative Ant has left the chat. I'll never be in a group chat.
Yeah, I love that. That's
all right.
hilarious.
Well,
I'm
anyway,
gonna group chat your ass tonight.
Ooh,
Yeah,
you
we
promise?
are.
Don't make promises you can't keep with that little hand.
My strong hand.
Good hand. Grab my good hand.
He's like, don't tell me with a good time.
Oh, good Lord.
Holy shit.
I would tell everybody if you're not following conservative Ant, follow him, but everybody is following conservative Ant on the whole planet. So, but if you're one of the 2 people left in the world that's not following conservative Ant, give him a follow. And Ant, I hope you come back after this. I hope you don't have virus.
I feel like honestly, I've been on like all these podcasts recently, and they've been super not serious, but serious.
Yeah.
And so I needed this, guys. I would love to come back. This is great.
Well, we'd love to have you back.
Anytime.
And we're going to see one of these comedy shows, Ant. We're going to see one of these comedy shows.
We'll come to the show.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will, man.
Yeah, twice.
I'm sure you will. You and that little bean flicking finger.
All
Front
right.
row.
Abba didn't even know he was following. Oh my God.
See, everybody's following him. You remember when the Facebook days, when you would, not Facebook, MySpace, and you would get on MySpace and everybody was following that guy with Steve or whatever his name was? You know what I'm talking about? Well, was his name Steve?
Todd.
Yeah,
Todd.
Steve.
Todd.
Shithead Steve.
Todd.
It was some anonymous white name, but when you got on a MySpace, you were following that guy Todd or whatever. And it's like that. No matter what platform you go on, if it's TikTok, Instagram, X, you're automatically following Ant. So you guys don't even realize it.
Is that right?
I actually want to end before we let you go on a little bit of a serious note. But with that said, I have actually been following you for quite some time. And I have to say, like, you never know me, you know, and I've interviewed all the celebs. I always say, like, don't meet your heroes. And I have to say, I'm so impressed. You exceeded my expectations. We're so awesome and fun and went with all of it. So
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and I was fangirling a little bit going into this because, like I told Dave, I've been following you for quite some time. So,
well, I'm sure David can attest to this. I'm even funner in real life.
True story.
That's
True story. True story. No.
Old fashioned number 3 usually gets a little.
He doesn't need a damn old fashioned. A cup of coffee, no old fashioned. We had a ton of fun. Amfest, man. We had so much fun at Amfest.
You did. I would love to meet you though. You are beautiful. You were so much fun. I vibe with you. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to come back.
All right. Well, we will have you back again soon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everybody who's still watching.
I didn't exceed expectations. Come
You
on.
always do. You already know that.
Well, your expectations are so low, Puppet.
literally
Of course
low.
you
It
exceed
just comes with the
expectations.
territory. It's all right. You're a little guy.
All right, I'm ending the show. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. We will see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday right here at 10 p.m. And what he said.
Remember, free your mouth.
And your mind will follow. Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.